Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were twisted and cursed by their own. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Shit is about to get real for these dwarves.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory. We have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. And our warnings have been ignored for too long. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
I always play as a rogue.
Greetings.
I have lost the spell.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
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 Charmed, I'm sure.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice. When divided by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Papa, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time. Good. She's talked about you ever since she saw you at a fair in Denerim. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope. They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off the battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I have no intention of forcing the issue.
Quests are seen to while I'm gone. In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to leave.
You best kitty. You weren't so disruptive.
In his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
I will seek you out before Sir Gelmo's testing. Would that be sufficient?
Then let us meet in the morning. I will seek you out before Sir Gelmore's testing. Would that be sufficient? Until the morning, then. I look forward to it. I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone. Until we speak.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not? That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march. Ah, then I wish you luck.
Because that wasn't suspicious.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord. Complete. All over. Over now. Done. I have finished.
Maker, prepare a... Have you come to pray for your brother? Please, child, call him alone. I've known you, creator of the sky, the land. Let no man have cause... There now. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me, it is the least I could do. We shall...
Good evening, my lord. I have done it. All over. And now? I have finished.
Oh, my lord, we were just...
Oh, my lord, we were just,
I'm not even sure why the Terran station does
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran station does here.
Don't know. Nobody has come to look at the
I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
perhaps the Terran? Honestly don't know.
The Terran, and perhaps the Terna? Honestly don't know, my lord.
My lord is very kind to show us such lenience.
My lord is very kind to show us such lenience.
It cannot be.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Good evening, my lord.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here? It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Oh, you can smell its breath from here. As you desire, and so I shall. Delighted. All right. Of course. As you desire. Delighted. And so I shall, as you desire. Of course. All right. Delighted. Of course. All right.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all. Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Jarl's men.
How we expect you just not to realize.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Not the large grey ones. They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
And don't say that Nan never gives you anything.
Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can... That's right, you two. Quit
The castle is so eerie with everyone apparently so empty. All done.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
Complete.
Good evening, my lord.
And my dear Bryce brought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Just the thing for my guests to hear right before
My guests are here right before...
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon. You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You, Iron.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
And this is my lady in waiting.
It is a great honor, my lord.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But...
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we'll retire.
As it pleases...
I think perhaps I shall rest now.
Perhaps we'll retire.
Good evening.
You should say goodbye to... Yes, your father mentioned that.
enough here
You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother. For a few days. Then your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority. Delightful. Then there's no argument. As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty, we have ours. I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you? You've grown up so I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
All over now.
So you do not want to hear it. I know, I've heard it. I know. How bad it is. Hello, my dear fact.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History's boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect. If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson? Perhaps you could make the topic more palatable for these. Wonderful. The Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start? I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the Tournure of High Elves since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still of that event.
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip through.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over. True, but if you expect to rule simply on writ, join the rebellion. When all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Lohain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Caleb. Thank you.
Does that mean...
Silence. I will... Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction.
That is a wonderful dog. Greetings once again, my lord. My lord is very kind. Thank you. Lady Landra has been very... If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank? That is not a sentiment I see amongst other noble women. My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position... Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her. Her name is Amathine. Her father died of a wasting sickness 2 years ago. Many people say she looks a great deal like me. I'm the only one who sees her father in her. I have risen very high for my people. I would not tempt fate by wishing more. I am an open book, my lord. What would you like to know? No longer. I have little time for such things. You flatter me, my lord. I am not so pretty that suitors are lining up, if that's what you mean. What do you mean? Some humans, yes, without question. Lady Landra's manor is not half so large as your castle, for my family lives in the alienage. There, we do not... In an alienage, my daughter learns what it means to be elven, as much as possible. So, of course. Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind? I see. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord? Until tonight.
This fucking Ubisoft is to bag.
Sadly not.
Yeah.
Ah.
Son of a bitch.
Sadly not.
Is that really going to be a war, Papa? Would you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak to my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I heard that. Did you see? Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it. I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
In danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my... If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so I'll see.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking
My cat's about to jump up.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
Then make us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that... or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
My kid's freaking out. Ass and titties.
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry. I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
As you desire. Oh, I like it. All right. Of course. I like it. So I shall. All right. Of course. As you desire. Oh, bleed for this.
And I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
But why? The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I
What?
opened the door.
The elven girl? But why? The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall. So those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
The house men on purpose.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On
Seen
purpose?
your father? He never came to bed.
I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
I most certainly will not. I am no Ornesian wallflower. Give me a...
We must find him. I most certainly will. Give me a...
My little Oren. What
No!
fiends slaughtered the innocent?
My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Robert's not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fucker.
I was not even taking
I
hostages.
don't want to see this.
He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see.
My nephew.
belongings are in that trunk.
Well done, I say! Well done! Well done. I have done it.
I'm so sorry. We must go downstairs and find out what's happening. Can you hear the fighting? House men must be everywhere. The servants' passage leads out from the larder. But we must find your father first. The front gates. I have my treasury key. We'll go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of House hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. If House men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then let us be swift.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lord! Here they come! What the noise and bother? All right, so I shall. Of course! Of course! Of course! So I shall. Of course! So I shall. So I shall. Don't bleed for this. All right, as you desire. Oh, so I. Oh, blast you! Couldn't we all just get delighted? Oh, blast you! Let's see. All right, so I shall. Delighted. And so I shall. All right. And so I shall. All right. Don't believe for this.
Choice.
You live. All done. So I shall, as you desire. There you go! Don't bleed for this. Of course!
We have won this battle, but we cannot waste more time. Aldous. You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Complete. As you desire. Blast it all anyhow. There will be.
Over here.
All right. I have finished.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
All over now.
Funny.
Bull, blast you! Delighted.
Fight for our home!
Delighted.
One more cook to make.
And so, of course,
There is hope yet!
yeah. A fine blow! As you desire. I should like a All right. Now this is more like it! As you desire.
Go, man the gates. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
When I realised what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long.
When I realised what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her what?
Here, Sir Gilmore.
Don't.
Make her help us on!
You'll get out of this! Slaughtering everyone! Little thief! Drop it! I'll try it. Lighted little thief!
Come! Together we shall leave this place.
And so I...
Oh, blast you!
We're under attack! As you desire. Oh, alright. Of course.
Stop! Here we go! Oh, blast you!
You'll bleed this.
And so I shall. Of course. As you desire.
What do you want?
Shame about the face. Alright.
Filthy elf lover. Little thief.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding!
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. Duncan, go. Found me. Brought me here.
And left you lying in your own blood? We must get you out of here!
I won't survive the standing, I think. Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no... Once Hal's men break through the gate,
Someone must Fritzburgers. Tell him what has happened.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here.
The castle is surrounded.
They've not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan.
Yes, your ladyship. The Tern and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. May God be praised.
I am not surprised. I fear your thanks are premature.
Whatever is to be done now, it must...
You are. Take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but...
Anything!
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil. I came to your castle seeking a recruit.
I understand.
The king will see justice done. I will take the Tyrna and your son to...
So long as...
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Our family always does undefeated. You must go. For your own...
We must leave quickly.
Bryce,
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery.
Darling, go.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. My place is with your father.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life, and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go.
This is the failure. Voice acting and lip synchronization.
Was proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south on the edges. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern zone. We make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times. For itself, there are only a few Grey Ward at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Oh there, Duncan.
King Caleb. I didn't expect...
You're welcome. I was beginning to worry you'd missed all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. Recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Dead?
Cousland and his wife are
What do
dead.
you mean? Do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. How could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Hal to justice. You have my word.
I
I know that will not bring your family back, but Hal will not profit from it. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word.
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief being. Should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that the Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we see no...
I'm not right. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Appointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. So far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they... I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join.
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before Reldon are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit the Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Good luck to you, then.
Greetings. King Caelan is not in his tent right now. I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles. But the king The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing off for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tern called
That's how the Tern feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tern called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. She's the Tern's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. As you
approach the tent of Tern Loghain, state your business.
You approach the tent of Tern Loghain, state your business. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Yes, what is it? Oh, Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, what is it? Oh, Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honoured place. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet? The king told me of his promise. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Now I must return to my task.
Here for the glory, huh? Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
He is Marek's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden.
He is Marek's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden. Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Arthdosis. Excuse me, I must...
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. You are Allow me to introduce myself.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's new... Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ren, one of the mages. Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. The king must always seem confident. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And to defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit, it's home to many spirits. Some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the... Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from that taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own... At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Yes, Yes, but I'm certain Duncan...
Welcome. That course of action is... Welcome, young man.
I am one of the tranquil, my friend.
Welcome, young man. I am one of the tranquil, my friend. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. It is the practice of folding magical lyrium. The tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the tranquil to work with living. Runes exist that hold the... Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know. Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent... It is dangerous. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. Even those with minor talents. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. You do? I feel... Perhaps we may speak of some good... That course of action is inadvisable.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
That suit better be patched up when she gets back on.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back on. By the rank. No. Pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find them myself. Arms and armor. It's for the king's men, but you... I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly. So long as you...
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Shall I take that quiet glare?
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Too bad.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it...
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jury is my name. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here? Are you a noble? I'm honored to be in your company, my lord. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a... I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner.
Huh.
I don't suppose you come to
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you.
They haven't fed me since I was locked up.
All I want is food and water.
I'm a deserter.
They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm stuck. I'm a deserter. Or so they think.
I wasn't deserting.
I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though.
Catch someone sneaking around
I
camp.
wasn't deserting.
Does it matter?
But when you catch someone sneaking around camp and then... Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
They won't listen to me.
You're a funny one.
I probably would have deserted.
They won't listen to
Hope that doesn't
And it's not as if
spoil
they're
your
wrong.
opinion of me.
I probably would have deserted. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
Nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Still got some dinner.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king, well, lucky dog. Just hanged him.
You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king, well, they should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. Why does anyone want to desert? Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. What a surprise. Anyway, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
All right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one
All right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
You're a kind...
Much obliged. You're a kind... My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
All done.
Those Darkspawn can't be killed. I saw one with no head get...
You need to convince them. We've got the Grey Wardens.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds. The commander who brought him here...
You can feel it. They'll come out of that forest and spread.
That's quite enough out...
They were everywhere.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wild.
Sorry, the main army...
It's so sad.
Sorry, the main army...
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before something for you. I must attend to my duties or I'll...
Complete.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade is the well. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits...
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning.
How do you do?
But don't listen to those old white.
I have done it.
They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. My faith sustains me. Should they set themselves the last scouting party.
There are lots of Darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of... Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. Where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do.
To have Grey Wardens amongst you there, elves.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can put these things back on the ground.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting.
Sadly,
We are preparing for battle.
Our time before battle is spent painting our hands with Caddis in preparation.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new... Then I...
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Davin. It's about bloody time you came along. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Davin. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they could... I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
I've got nowhere else to go. Anyway,
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a... I've got nowhere else to go.
Hello again.
Anyway.
Is there something you need? Some supply. Make a... Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supply. Make a...
welcome, young man. Indeed, the brand is
Welcome, young man. Indeed, the brand is a minor price to pay. It is the irony, perhaps.
You.
That course of act is in...
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of...
Somewhere I can direct you. Good luck to you there.
Somewhere I can direct you? Good luck to you then.
Make a watch over you, my lord. Make a watch over you, my lord.
all over now.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
You don't want to...
Goes back to the
The
time
Tower of
the
Ishal is
Victory
off
period.
limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
I'm told they discovered some lower...
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven, mate. By orders of... I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows? I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out. Make it...
Ah, no.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you need?
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
Talk to me. I'm not in trouble, am I?
You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I? I don't think... I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run... If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish... I better go. The quartermaster sees me chat...
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Welcome, young man. Goodbye. That course of action.
What is it? Haven't Great Wardens asked more than enough of the...
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother. Sir Mage, she desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens by the...
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was...
Enough.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how things work. It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold... Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
So I'm curious. Have you ever actually...
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually... When I fought my first one... Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love... Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met? That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now. You do? If you have any questions, let me...
Hold up. Come.
And I think this is going to be the end of part 1. We have it at 1 hour and 34 minutes, 50 seconds. And this has been Frank, playing the first part of Dragon Age Origins. Not sparing you any story either. You guys have yourselves a good night, a fine day, and a great year. And, as always, I'll be back eventually.